Today I combined all the logo twins with each other. Not too long ago, I did the first iteration of this video, thanks to my guy Ryan Atkins, who sent me this idea. And in that video, the yellow and blue Southern Californians, aka the Rams and the Chargers, ended up winning the entire thing. So now it's time to see if they can do it again. Can the LA teams repeat? Herbert and Stafford, Kyron and Najee, Devontae, McConkey, Puka. No more Cooper Kupp. Now he is in Seattle. I have these rosters up to date as of March 22nd in the morning. So I try to make sure everyone's on their new team. Mekhi Becton now in Los Angeles. 88 overall squad, looking good, especially on offense. Defense, two guys with abilities. Our next logo twins are the Redbirds, the Falcons, and the Cardinals. Kyler is going to be QB1. Make sure to generate best lineup on all of these rosters, so the highest overalls will get the start. McBride and Pitts, 87 overall. Josh Sweat at outside linebacker. Bates with Buddha. Nasty safety duo. We have the crescent shapes, the Chicago Bears and Indianapolis Colts. Caleb at QB1, Taylor with Swift and Herbert, Moore Odunze, Michael Pittman. Remember, Keenan is a free agent, so he's not on the squad, but they have Joe Thuney and Quentin Nelson, two elite guards. Defense, Jalen Johnson, Moore, Charvarius, Brisker and Byard. Scary secondary. We have the green ovals, the New York Jets and Green Bay Packers. Love and Fields, Jacobs and Brees, Wilson with Jaden Reed. Well-rounded team right here. Defense, so many guys with ability. Sauce and Jair might be the best cornerback duo. You have Quinn and Kenny Clark Gary on the D-line. The Blue Cats, the Detroit Lions and Carolina Panthers. Goff and Bryce, Gibbs, Montgomery, Chuba, and Rico. Four deep at running back. Amon-Ra, Jameson, Adam Thielen in the slot. Laporta in that elite offensive line. 90 overall, I believe is the highest we've seen so far. Derek Brown on the other side of Hutchinson. Reeder and McNeil on the inside. DJ Reed, new Detroit Lion at CB1. JC Horn the other side. We have the gray/silver birds. The Eagles and Seahawks. Hurts with Sam Darnold. Saquon and Kenneth Walker. AJ Brown, Smitty, Cooper Kupp and JSN. Four deep at wide receiver. 91 overall, highest we've seen so far. DeMarcus Lawrence, new Seattle Seahawk on the other side of Jalen Carter. Cornerbacks, Witherspoon, Quinyon, Reek Wool, and Cooper DeJean. A lot of depth on this team. You have the pointy things, the Saints and Cowboys. Dak and Derek Carr. Kamara, Javonte Williams, Booby, CeeDee Lamb and Olave, two incredible route runners. Ferguson, Taysom Hill, 88 overall, not too shabby. Two X Factors in the front seven. Justin Reed, brand new New Orleans Saint on the other side of the Honey Badger. We're about halfway through the teams. All I ask is that you like the video if you're currently enjoying it. Can we get to 1,000 likes? As soon as I see that, I'm working on the next video. Now we have the Teal Floridians, the Jaguars and the Dolphins. Tua and Trevor Lawrence, Achan and Etienne, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, and BTJ. Phenomenal wide receiver core. They're an 86 overall though. Hines Allen, Ramsey, and Oluokun, only guys on defense with abilities. Next we have the interlocked letters, the 49ers and the Chiefs. Mahomes and Purdy, McCaffrey and Pacheco, Ayuk, Rashee Rice, Jennings, Hollywood. You have Kittle and Kelsey. 92 overall, highest in this video, at least so far. Bosa and Jones on the D-line, Warner in the middle. We have the Pirates, our first triplets, the Vikings, Raiders, and Buccaneers. Baker, Geno, McCarthy, Aaron Jones with Bucky behind him, Jefferson, Godwin, Evans and Addison, Hawkinson and Bowers. So many weapons for Baker. They're a 92 overall as well. Tied for the highest with the interlocked letters. You can see why. Jonathan Allen, brand new Minnesota Viking. On the other side of Crosby, Vita Vea in the middle with Christian Wilkins, Winfield, Levante, Harrison, a hitman, Hassan Reddick, brand new Buccaneer. We have the letter B, Lamar and Joe Henry, Chase, Higgins, Zay Flowers, DeAndre Hopkins. They're also a 92 overall. Third team to reach that rating, Hendrickson. On the other side from Namdi, Roquan in the middle. We have the Orange Heads, the Cleveland Browns and Denver Broncos. Knicks with Watson and Kenny Pickett. Nick Chubb, currently a free agent, not listed on the Browns depth chart, so they're struggling at running back. Jerome Ford at RB1. You have Sutton, Judy, and Marvin Mims. And Njoku and Ingram, phenomenal tight end duo. They're an 88 overall. Their defense is looking good. Garrett with Surtain and Denzel Ward, Hufanga, Greenlaw, JOK. And then our second set of triplets, the 2/3 blue and red, New England Patriots, Buffalo Bills, and Houston Texans. No Titans, since they have 4 colors, red, white, and 2 different blues. They'll be on the next team we look at, but right now it's Josh Allen, Stroud, and Drake May, along with Mixon, Cook, Nico, Tank Dell, Khalil Shakir, Christian Kirk, the new Texan, and Josh Palmer, the new Bill. 89 overall, had to make Brown and Moses starters. Bosa on the other side of Daniil Hunter, CJGJ. With Jimmy Ward, you have Milano, Stingley, Gonzalez, Teron Johnson, Carlton Davis, deep team on both sides of the ball. You have the 3 stars, the Titans and the Steelers. Pittsburgh currently has Mason Rudolph as their highest overall QB. Tennessee has Will Levis, so he's leading the way. Pollard with Tyjae and Warren, and Kenny G, new Steeler. You have Metcalf, another new Steeler. Ridley, Pickens, Freiermuth at tight end. They're an 86 overall, tied for the lowest, but that defense though. Highsmith, TJ, Hayward, and Simmons. Big play Slay, L'Jarius Sneed, and Porter, Minkah Fitzmagic. Don't count them out. And finally, the lowercase letters, the Giants and the Commanders, Jaden Daniels, famous Jameis, brand new New York Giant, Brian Robinson, Tyrone Tracy, Eckler, Scary Terry, Neighbors, and Debo. Hurts at tight end, 87 overall. Tunsil at left tackle. Front 7 looking good with Wagner, Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Lattimore, and Jones at CB with Paulson and Debo. 15 logo twins. Some teams are triplets, but I put 7 in one conference, 8 in the other. So one team's gonna miss the playoffs, most likely. Claim your logo twin or triplet in the comment section, and let's get to the playoffs. The green ovals get the 1 seed. The letter B goes 16-1. 2/3 blue and red go 14-3. The yellow and blue Southern Californians also go 14-3. The teal Floridians make the playoffs. Same with the 3 stars. And then the Raiders were not one of our logo twins. They stole a spot from the Orange Heads. The Browns and Broncos miss out on the postseason. So 6 of our 7 logo twins in the AFC ended up in the playoffs. Meanwhile, the interlocked letters only lose 1 game on the entire season. The Blue Cats finished 14-3. The Pirates also go 14-3. The Gray/Silver Birds go 13-4. Same with the lowercase letters. The Crescent Shapes go 12-5. And then the pointy things get the last spot. So it's the Redbirds who end up missing out on the playoffs. Even though they went 12-5, gotta feel bad. Herbert had a good season for the yellow and blue Southern Californians. 37-12 ratio. Kyron Williams, 21 tutties, 1,300 yards. Herbert added 8 on the ground, so he's going to be in the MVP discussion. Puka and Devontae, both 900 yards receiving. 19 sacks for Khalil Mack. 6 INTs for Derwin. Kyler went crazy for the Redbirds. They finished well above 500 thanks to him. 40-13 ratio. Bijan and Connor combined for 27 rushing touchdowns, almost 2,000 yards. McBride leads the way in receiving for them. They had 3 guys, no 4, with 8+ receiving touchdowns. 11.5 sacks for Zaven Collins, 7 INTs for Terrell Jr. I feel terrible that they could not make it. The Crescent Shapes had themselves a solid QB1. Caleb, almost a 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. JT, 1,400 yards. 3 guys with 7+ rushing touchdowns. Odunze, most receiving yards, him and Moore, firmly at the top. 8.5 sacks for Jarrett and Buckner to lead the way. It's 7 INTs for Kenny Moore. The Green Ovals might have the MVP though. Jordan Love, 53 touchdowns, 2 shy of the record. Only 6 INTs. No QB has ever done that. 50+ touchdowns, less than 10 INTs. At least I don't think. Almost a 2,000 yard season for Jacobs, 16 touchdowns. Yeah, the Green Ovals are looking scary, people. 2,000 yard receivers, Dubs and Wilson. I almost overlooked the 25 receiving touchdowns, new NFL record for Romeo Dubs. 14 sacks for Quinnen, 7 INTs for Sauce, 5 for Jair. The Blue Cats had some great production. Goff, 4,500 yards, 38 touchdowns, only 10 picks. 2 running backs with 15+ touchdowns. Gibbs and Montgomery, Amon-Ra, and J-Mo both had 1,200+ yards. Thielen had 7 receiving receiving touchdowns. Jameson with 8, but Amon-Ra with 16. 9 sacks for Clowney and Brown Hutchinson at 8. 7 INTs for Branch, 6 for Arnold, 5 for JC. 30-8 ratio for Jalen Hurts, quarterback of the gray/silver Birds. 74% completion percentage. 20 rushing touchdowns for Saquon. 17 for Hurts, 5 for Kenneth Walker. Tough running game to stop, but their passing game might be even better. Cooper Kupp, 1,300 yards. A.J. Brown, 1,000. 3 guys with 8+ receiving touchdowns. DeMarcus Lawrence, 8.5 sacks. 6 INTs for Witherspoon. Prescott had a nice season for the pointy things. 38-10 ratio. 1,000-yard season for Kamara. 13 rushing touchdowns for Dak. 1,000-yard season for CD. Olave was less than 90 yards away. They had 3 guys with 7+ receiving touchdowns. 10 sacks for Cameron Jordan. Parsons right behind him with 7. 6 INTs for Diggs. The Teal Floridians got a 2-to-1 ratio from their quarterback, Tua. 12 touchdowns on the ground from Achane, 1,100 yards. Tyreek, 1,300 yards. Touchdowns were being spread around nicely. BTJ leads the team with 6 through the air, but look at this! 29 sacks. Josh Hines Allen obliterates the record. Couple guys with 3 INTs, but this man is a star. Mahomes, another 50+ touchdown season. 76% completion percentage, along with 4 tutties on the ground. Pacheco with 7. McCaffrey, 17. 1,500 yards. 2,000-yard receivers, Ayuk and Kelsey. 22 receiving touchdowns for Brandon. 3 guys with double-digit sacks: Omenahu, Bosa, Chris Jones. And then 4 guys with 3 interceptions. The Pirates are very happy with this performance. Baker, 41 touchdowns, only 13 INTs. Great yardage, great completion percentage. Aaron Jones, 1,200 yards, 18 touchdowns. Bucky had 11. Jay Jetta's 1,100 yards. Then you had 3 other guys with 800+. Godwin with the most touchdowns through the air, 13. 3 guys with double-digit sacks: Vita, Van Ginkel, and Crosby, who had 23.5. Winfield and Levante, 4 INTs. On to the letter B, as in I'll be very sad if you don't hit that subscribe button. 51 touchdowns, only 4 INTs. Lamar, the second QB ever to have 50+ touchdowns, less than 10 INTs. 23 touchdowns for Henry, 1,200 yards. 3,000-yard receivers: Chase, Flowers, and Higgins. 2 of them had double-digit touchdowns. 3 guys with 9+ sacks: Namdi with 15.5. 8 INTs for Marlin. The Orange Heads, though, they let me down. 7 logo twins in the AFC. I expected all of them to make it, but Bo Nix and company could not get that last spot. Jerome Ford was their leading running back, so we're going to cut them some slack, okay? I think they're the only logo twins to not have at least an 80 overall rusher. Judy, Mims, Sutton, and Njoku. Like, they had some talent at wide receiver and tight end, but you have to have a running game. Clearly what we're seeing. Garrett did his best, 15.5 sacks, 4 INTs for Surtain and Delpit. 2/3 blue and red are very happy with this production. 69% completion percentage from Josh Allen, 40-6 ratio. 20 touchdowns for Mixon, 1,400 yards. 2,000-yard receivers: Tank Dell and Nico. 16 receiving touchdowns for Dell. 21.5 sacks for Bosa, 15 for Oliver, 10 for Daniil, and then 6 INTs for CJGJ. The 3 stars might give 1 star to Will Levis for this performance. 28 interceptions, same amount of touchdowns. Not the best, okay? Pollard less than 4 yards a carry, but he did have 8 touchdowns. Ridley still produced 1,200 yards, 1 yard away for Metcalf from 1,000. Pickens was less than 40 away. 3 guys with double-digit sacks. Their defense low-key is carrying. 7 INTs for Snead. Somehow they made the playoffs. We'll see if defense wins championships. And finally, the lowercase letters. Jaden with a nice season. 18 rushing touchdowns for Brian Robinson, 1,000-yard season. 3 other guys with 4+ rushing touchdowns. Debo, most yards on the team. Neighbors right behind him. Scary Terry in 3rd. Malik had 10 touchdowns through the air to lead everyone. 2 guys with double-digit sacks: Thibodeau and Burns. And then 6 INTs for Lattimore. Lamar led the league in passing yards, but Love had the most touchdowns. 3 quarterbacks through 50+. MVP race is gonna be close. Jacobs by far the most rushing yards, but Henry the most touchdowns with 23. 4 running backs had 20+. Amon-Ra most receiving yards. Chase most receptions, 3 wide receivers with 100 plus. I'm gonna run Tyreek as well. But Dubs with 25 touchdowns through the air breaks the record and has the most in the NFL this season. 29 sacks for Josh Hines Allen, of course, leads everyone. So many records broken in this experiment. We had 6 guys with 7 INTs, and the MVP goes to Lamar Jackson. Love gets second. Hurts ends up third. OPOY goes to Dubs in the AFC. Well deserved. DPOY Josh Hines Allen, of course. Crosby takes it home in the NFC. His teammate Van Ginkel right behind him. OPOY goes to Hurts. Here's the bracket. Green ovals with the 1 seed in the AFC. Interlocked letters with the 1 seed in the NFC. And then there were 8. Thankfully, the Raiders, who were not a logo twin, lose in round 1 to the letter B. 2/3 blue and red take care of the 3 stars. The yellow and blue Southern Californians beat the Teal Floridians. Meanwhile, the Pirates beat the Pointy Things in the wild card. The Blue Cats beat the Crescent Shapes in a blowout. And then the Gray and Silver Birds take care of the lowercase letters. A lot of history between these franchises. Eagles versus Chiefs. We've seen that twice in the Super Bowl. Niners and Seahawks are rivals. So a lot of bad blood built up. Both of these teams, I believe, 91 plus overalls. Hurts gonna throw an interception on the first drive. Not the start they wanted. Interlocked letters have great field position thanks to Fred Warner. Now we've seen him bounce back from tough starts before, but the last time in a big game against Mahomes, he turned it over early. It didn't end so well. McCaffrey on his first carry getting a nice gain. CMC in motion. Looks like zone coverage. Mahomes, bottom of the screen, Ayuk gets them down to the 5. And now they're going to hand it off to CMC. Interlocked letters up 7 early. But can they hold on to the lead? A lot of talent on the Gray and Silver Birds side. And they tie it up in the second quarter. Interlocked letters, though, have the lead heading into half number 2. 17-10, 1 possession game. Tied up. We are headed to overtime. End of regulation. Niners win the toss. And they're going to receive. The interlocked letters have done a great job marching down the field. Mahomes on a play action. They're going to go to the end zone, intercepted. Not the best decision. They had to at least come away with 3 points, but he got a little too greedy. Enrique Woolen gets the ball for the Gray and Silver Birds. 3rd and 4. Can they keep the chains moving? Remember, all they need is a field goal. Man coverage. Hurts on the run. Bosa gonna take him down. He avoids the safety, but he's gonna have to punt. Next score wins. Here's Bucker trying to kick the game-winning field goal, and it's not good. So now the Gray and Silver Birds have a chance. Hurts getting pressured, and he's gonna get rid of it right into the hands of Fred Warner. The game's gonna end the same way it started. Interception by Warner. This time it's a pick 6. Interlocked letters are moving on. Now we have the green ovals, the Jets and the Packers taking on the yellow and blue Southern Californians, Chargers and Rams. Love, after that amazing season, might be feeling like he got snubbed for MVP. Remember, they had that first round bye. They got the 1 seed. 16-1 on the season. 3rd down and 3. Plenty of time for Love, though. He's gonna go down and actually cough up the football. Gotta get rid of it when you're playing against a guy like Khalil Mack. They don't call him the sack attack for no reason. Yellow and blue Southern Californians have great field position. Herbert trying to take this team to a back-to-back win in the Logo Twins series. First play action, gonna take off. He's gonna have to do plenty of this if they're gonna win it all. 3rd and 9, can the green ovals keep them out of the end zone? Here comes another blitz, and it ends up working. Interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Defense coming up huge early on in this one. Who will be the first to get on the scoreboard? It's the green ovals. 7-7, however, late in the second quarter. That's how we're going to end up going into half number 2. 10-7, 17-7. Victory formation for the yellow and blue Southern Californians. They're headed to the conference championship game. Our 2 triplets are still alive. One of them, the Pirates. The Vikings, Raiders, and Bucks taking on the Blue Cats. The Lions Lions and Panthers. Not a great start on the ground for the Pirates. Aaron Jones not able to get anything. They go right back to him. He's fighting. For every yard, I like to fight. But it's time to pass the football. Baker has so many weapons. Jefferson, Evans, Godwin, Jacoby. I mean, the list goes on and on. His tight ends are nasty. Can he find one of them? No. An arm punt down the field. Right into the hands of a Blue Cats DB, Kirby Joseph, with the INT. So here comes the Blue Cats offense. They are going to start on the ground as well. Look at the blocking. Jahmyr Gibbs, one of the best in the league. That burst of speed, 17 yards on his first carry. And now it's 3rd down and 10. The Pirates have a chance to force a field goal and not give up 7. Goff getting hit as he throws it. Incomplete pass, Christian Wilkins with the pressure. So only a 3-0 game after each team's first possession. And look at that, the Pirates get a 14-3 lead, but here come the Blue Cats, cutting it to a 1-possession game, back to 2 possessions. And they're gonna kick the field goal, make this a 1-possession game again. They're gonna opt to kick it deep and play some defense. 3rd and 4, biggest play of the game. Blue Cats have to get off the field. 4-man rush. Baker finds his guy, Jay Jettas. One of the best in the league for a reason. They're headed to the conference championship game. And then our last Elite 8 matchup, the letter B, Baltimore and Cincinnati, taking on 2/3 blue and red, our last triplets, the Bills, Texans, and Patriots. Nice start for them. Carlton Davis with a nice tackle for a loss. Lamar on his second pass, throwing an INT. A lot of quarterbacks not starting off very hot in these games. Carlton Davis, 2 amazing plays to start. Thanks to him, great field position. For the 2/3 blue and red team, Josh Allen has to come away with at least 3 points on his drive. No excuse not to. Oh, the read option. He fooled me right there. 6 yards on the pickup. We were this close to having him reunite with Stephon Diggs, but it remains to see where he's going to get signed in free agency. Mixing out the backfield. Nice catch. 3rd and 10, empty backfield. Letter B. Trying to be very stingy and only let them get 3. That's what's going to happen. Nice stop on 3rd down. So we are seeing in this video, in this final 8, you have to have elite defense, okay? That's the only way you're going to stay in these games. 10-10. Heading into half number 2. Another close game. You got to love it. Now, it is a 2-score game, but still over 3 minutes left. The letter B in scoring range, but they need a touchdown. 3 points does nothing for them. Lamar gonna find Higgins, 1st down. They have to try to score before the 2-minute warning. Lamar's gonna make it happen. Jamar Chase making this a 1-possession game. They're gonna go for 2. I don't mind this decision, because if you don't get it, you can still go for 2 again, assuming you score another touchdown. If you do get it, you win with a touchdown and an extra point. Andrews not gonna get there. 2 minutes left in this one. 2/3 blue and red. Gonna hand it off Mixon with nothing but green in front of him. Picks up the first. 3rd and 7. No more timeouts. The letter B has to get off the field. Allen gonna dump it off to Tank Dell. Great tackle by Roquan. He keeps his team alive. And now there's less than 15 seconds. Another blitz from the 2/3 blue and red. There's the sack. Bosa, the new Buffalo Bill, helping his team, and the triplets get to the final 4. Our 4 logo twins, 2/3 blue and red, taking on the yellow and blue Southern Californians, and then the interlocked letters taking on the Pirates. But we have 2 triplets in the Super Bowl. No, only one of them made it. The yellow and blue Southern Californians win a thriller in overtime. Herbert and Allen, both 3 touchdowns, no picks. Mixon and Kyron, both at least 2 rushing touchdowns. High scoring affair, but we might have a repeat champion in the Logo Twin Series. They're gonna have to find a way to beat the triplets from the NFC. The Pirates take care of the interlocked letters. Baker and Mahomes, both 3 touchdowns. Jones had a touchdown, but still didn't have the most yards per carry. They're gonna have to fix that run game. Or maybe not. Just rely on Jefferson and use Aaron Jones in the passing game. That's what's been working. Can they stop the repeat? Pirates versus yellow and blue Southern Californians in the Super Bowl. First up on offense, the Rams and the Chargers. Can they get off to a good start? Here comes the blitz, almost intercepted. Gotta be very careful. I think that was Van Ginkel forcing the incompletion. Here comes the run game. No. Nice carry by Kyron Williams. They have a great 1-2 punch. Oh, this time it's a play action. Herbert gonna find his guy, Puka Nacua, off to the races. How are teams gonna stop stop him and Devontae? I don't know. If Adams has anything left in the tank, then it's going to be scary. It's going to be very scary. I mean, look at this. Puka is unbelievable. Tight end in motion, only one wide receiver, so you know it's probably a run. Oh, nice job getting through the hole. Kyron Williams with the touchdown. Yellow and blue Southern Californians up 7-0 early. The Pirates have faced adversity plenty of times before. This is a no stranger to them. Oh, look at that run. Aaron Jones flying through the air. That's a good sign. They've been struggling with the run game, and they don't start so hot with the pass game either. Incomplete pass on second. Here comes third down. Baker going right back to his tight end. It's caught this time, but short of the sticks. 4th and 1, they're gonna punt. Going straight to the fourth quarter. Will the yellow and blue Southern Californians run away with this one and not even make it close? 13-0, they're pitching a shutout. 21-0 Pirates, come on, man. We wanted a close Super Bowl instead. It's a 28-0 blowout. The yellow and blue Southern Californians win the Logo Twins series in back-to-back videos. They're gonna try to go for the three-peat next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching to the end. Please, 1,000 likes for the next video, and have yourselves a good weekend.
'Cause I'm on one, ay, number one, ay, I'm the one, yeah, getting it done, ay, yeah, just one of them ones, yeah, roll one up.